How's it going, Rams? My name is Leah Cackowski, back once again as your weekly Thursday night sports anchor. I can't wait to dive into our women's softball team as they prepare to compete against San Jose State this weekend here in Fort Collins for a triple header. Plus, I'll look into CSU's football team and how they're doing as spring season has begun. I'll fill you in on all the details and much, much more here on Thursday Night Sports, which starts right now. To start things off tonight, let's dive right into our women's softball team as they face off against San Jose State this weekend in yet another triple header. Like Madeline mentioned on Monday, their past triple header against San Diego State was not a pretty sight. The Rams were 0-3 for the weekend and put on the worst outing of the season, getting run-ruled with a final score of 13-0. The Lady Rams are now 8-16 on the season overall and sit second to last in the Mountain West standings. Will they be able to turn things around come this weekend? Let's take a look and see. Some key offensive players for the season so far have been sophomores Ashley York and Haley Smith. The girls both have over 300 batting averages, and York leads the team in hits with a total of 27, and Smith is not far behind her with 24. These ladies are not only leaders in the batter's box, but on the field as well, both having perfect fielding percentages and hold a solid presence on the diamond, with York in the outfield and Smith at first base. Speaking of sophomores, Jenna Nannon has gotten some solid time on the mound, having a total of 22 complete innings and having the lowest ERA on the team, only being 2.51, which is pretty impressive, especially since our pitching has had some tough beats this season. CSU's starting pitcher Junior Julia Cabral has pitched a total of 53 innings, but has given up 11 home runs and carries a 4.83 ERA. She unfortunately got caught in the middle of the final game against SDSU, throwing the second inning where the Aztecs scored 7. Our second starter, Sydney Hornbuckle, has allowed 39 hits but has only given up 3 home runs. With only 4 pitchers on the team, it can be difficult to switch it up on long weekends, especially against SDSU. So hopefully the rotation will be solid come this weekend and the pitchers will have more time to rest, knowing there will be only one game played each day. Now, let's move on to the other side of the coin and see how San Jose has been keeping up for this season. The Spartans are currently 16-10 on the season and are riding a 2-game winning streak. The team overall has a .294 batting average and has defeated Utah State, as well as the University of New Mexico, to put them at 2-1 in the conference. They've won against high-level programs like Grand Canyon University and the GCU Invitational, and have defeated teams that they were expected to win, like the 5-10 Cal Poly. The upperclassmen of this SJSU squad have showed up and represented, leading the team in overall batting average and hits. Their best offensive player as of late has been junior Alyssa Graham, carrying the team with her 20 hits and 3 home runs. The Spartans' pitching is looking a lot more solid than Colorado State, with their average ERA only being 1.97 compared to CSU's 3.81. However, they only have 3 pitchers, so they will have to bring their game come this long weekend. Overall, I think the Rams need to come into this one with some fire, and hopefully their time off has allowed them to rest mentally as well as physically prepare for this game. Because as an ex-athlete, I know you can't let losses define you, and the best thing to do is forget about it and move on to the next one. But we're just going to have to wait and see how this one turns out. Moving on from the diamond, let's talk about CSU's football first week back for spring ball. As we all know, Colorado State has got a completely new coaching staff, and they are expected to help turn this team around come fall. Let's look at how Jay Norvell and his staff are running things. The first 15 practices for spring football are all about fundamentals and going back to the basics. This is to show how coaches want things done and how they can carry it out through the entirety of the season. Norvell explained how he wants their players there for a purpose and focus on the task at hand, and most importantly, doing it right. Another great positive of this new coaching staff is openness of the media and how they want the people of Fort Collins to see their great intentions with the program. So this means media access to all practices. And with new coaching also comes players. Quarterback Clay Millen was one of the highest rated players to ever sign with Nevada, and he still has 4 years of eligibility with CSU. Another great transfer is wide receiver Torrey Horton, and he caught 52 passes going for 629 yards last season for Nevada, only as a sophomore. And last to mention is offensive lineman Gray Davis, who is a 6'4", 300-pound senior who will be a huge asset to Colorado State on the line. I am super excited to see new faces on the field as well as our veterans because I think the chemistry is going extremely well so far. And at this point, change can't hurt for our football squad, so let's hope they'll turn things around come this fall. And with that, Rams, that is all the sports action I have for you tonight. Be sure to tune in on Monday for another edition of Monday Night Sports. Stay safe, have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you then.